Alrighty, everybody. Now we're going to do rebounding 101. All right, I'm going to call Rajiv here really quick. First, we're going to talk about what is a rebound. So, what we have been teaching you this entire time to make your shot. Now, no matter how good you are going to miss a shot from time to time, okay? So, like, for example, this is a rebound. I missed. Rebound, I got it, okay? So, there's a couple things you need to do to get a rebound. There's two types of rebounds first, though. Offensive and defensive rebounding. So, what is defensive rebounding? All right, I'm guarding Rajiv. I'm defending him. All right, he shoots it. I got the rebound. I was defending him. That means it was a defensive rebound. Now, a defensive rebound is more common, and a defensive rebound needs to happen because if you give someone like Rajiv right here, right? Okay, he's gonna try again. He's gonna try, okay? All right, let's say he got the rebound again. You just gave him a second try. Rajiv's not good enough though, but I'd make it normally. For other people that are better than him, they would make it on their second try, okay? So the less tries you can give them, the better. Okay, now the offensive rebound, right? So I'm on offense, okay? So she's gonna guard me. I'm gonna get to the hole. I'm gonna miss it short. I'm gonna get the rebound. I'm gonna put it back up, okay? So it's the opposite of the other one. Now you want to get 2 attempts, okay? So you want an offensive rebound, you want a defensive rebound, right? Well, you're more likely going to get a defensive rebound, and that's what coach really gonna really want. Now, he's gonna really want offensive rebounds too, of course. That's definitely a plus in the category there for you. Yeah, definitely a plus, but offensive rebounds are a little bit more of a luxury than defensive rebounds. He's gonna need the defensive rebounds. He's gonna want the offensive rebounds. Yeah, if you don't get an offensive rebound, it's just a 0. If you get an offensive rebound, it's a plus. If you get a defensive rebound, it's a 0. If you don't get a defensive rebound, you're in a negative now. Okay, so there's a lot of things that are gonna happen when you're getting a defensive rebound. So there's 2 ways that somebody has to get the ball, and some of your teammates are gonna have to stop the players from getting the ball. Mm-hmm. So a lot of the time, there's 2 ways to do it. So the way to stop the people from getting the ball, it's our favorite word. I know he doesn't like it. He likes going to go get the ball because he wants to take it up the court. But the way we want to stop the people from getting the ball, this is called boxing out, okay? Yeah. So we're gonna show you a side view of boxing out. Lexi's gonna come right there. All right, I'll shoot right here. Side view of boxing out. We don't need the ball really right now. Yeah. So let's just do this. Okay, you should imagine I miss it, right? So I shoot it, I missed. He's shooting over here, okay? Okay, we're doing that. Okay. He's shooting over here. So I'm shooting, I missed. Now this is what Rajiv's doing. I'm gonna get down. I'm going to it's only weird if you make it weird, okay? It's only weird if you make it weird. Coach is gonna like it, so you better figure it out, okay? You get down, you bend your knees, you put your butt into his pelvis and his knee area, right in between, like at his thigh level. The reason I'm doing this is you're gonna wanna get centered. The reason I'm doing this is I'm gonna try to lock his knees out. When his knees are locked, he can't move, right? Nobody can move with like this. Yeah, so do it really quick. I'm gonna try to move around him, okay? So box me out really quick. Last thing before I do that, reverse. You're gonna have to have some momentum. Just standing there is not gonna work. Yeah, so just try standing there first. Show them how that doesn't work. Come here. So just start standing there. You mean go like this, okay? Yes. Just stand there, don't back up. All right, yeah, that didn't do anything, okay? Now show him backing up. Okay, I can't, I physically can't get it. I physically can't get it, there's no chance. You can use your hands a little bit, don't make it too obvious, but you can, put your arms behind you, kind of do the blaster, blast off into outer space or whatever. Blast him off in outer space, not you. Yeah, there you go. But one key thing there though is out of the ball, so can you do that, okay? Now, most people when they shoot right, just even I jump, okay? Big thing is I can't shoot, and while I'm in the air, Rod, you can't box me out. That's a foul. You don't want to get under him, right? You want to get into him. So if he's jumping, jump. I don't want to do that because that's a foul. He's going to get whatever many shots he gets. No, shoot it and jump. As soon as he touches the ground, he's good. Yeah, I'm going into him, right? Really important. We don't have a lot of people out here, but really important when you're boxing out, call out who you're boxing out. Especially if you have the shooter. Coach is going to get really mad if the shooter gets his own rebound because he's thinking about other things. Did all the fans in the crowd see me make the bucket? Did I look cool while I shot? Okay, he's thinking about all the things.
He's also thinking about, oh, that didn't feel good. Oh, that felt good. So, I mean, if he gets the rebound, that's pretty bad.
Right. Call shooter especially. If you can remember the number of your guy, call him out. And that is a good way to box out, okay? The second thing about rebounding, I'm gonna let Lakshay show this one. Somebody has to go get the ball.
Yeah, because like Raji, box me out really quick. Okay, wow. Nobody's getting the ball, okay? That's not gonna do anything. If all 5 people box out all 5 people, then the ball is just gonna sit perpetually in the middle of the court and nothing's gonna happen.
And that's fine for all 5 people to box out sometimes, especially when the ball has some momentum, right? If I box out and the ball is just coming towards me anyway, and I'm boxing out, I can just grab that and then go, that's fine.
And what we would rather you do is honestly just, if you don't know, you're like, I don't know if that guy's gonna go get the ball or not, just box out, because if all 5 of you boxing out, and that's the worst case scenario, that's really good, that's fine. Okay, so let's do this. Rajiv, shoot the ball. Come right here. Come somewhere in the paint. Okay, shoot the ball. All right. Well, you have to miss it. Oh, for there to be a rebound. Okay, that's one good point. If there's no miss and there's no rebound, but you actually have to miss it though. Okay, cool. Okay, you see how I got the ball there? Shoot it again. Okay. You have to get the ball pretty quickly. After 1 bounce or before any bounces, if you get it and it's taking like 2 bounces, like when you're practicing, somebody probably already got it. Okay, so no bounces to 1 bounce. And also you have to look at where the ball's going, right? Like if I see it's hitting the backboard, I have to miss it too. But if you see that it's hitting the backboard, no rim, you know it's coming here. What happens if it hits this side of the rim? Okay, you have to know where trajectory it's going. You have to kind of predict it.
And that'll come with time. If you don't know that, just stick to boxing out. That's really important. Also, make sure that if you're going up there, if Lakshay had somebody up here and they were rebounding, the reason is Lakshay should be the only dude and maybe his guy, right? But if there's a second guy in there, Lakshay need to box out and let somebody else get the ball.
Yeah. And not only that, the person who wants to do it is you don't want to be the guy going to get the ball if you're standing right here, because guess who's also standing right here? Your guy, right? You're too close to the basket. You want to be the guy getting the ball. If you're your guy's out here somewhere, because he's not getting the rebound. I mean, look how far away he is from the basket, right? He's not getting the rebound from here. So then you run in, but you're assuming this guy and this guy boxed out already for you.
So contrary to popular opinion, that's why a guard a lot of times is a decent amount of time, especially when everybody's boxing out. A lot of times a guard is going to get the ball because they're the farthest away from the ball to start off with. So their guy is the farthest away from the ball to start off with.
Yeah.
Your big is not going to, unless
it does this, like Raji box out really quick.
Unless you're boxing out and it's just right here and I'm just going to go take a step and grab it, or your dude is paying absolutely no attention at all, then you're going to get the ball as a big. Or if you're just taller and way more physical, if Lakshay's squat Lakshay, if that's Lakshay's actual height, yeah, I'm going to get the ball.
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
But you never want to be too sure. You want to try anyways.
If that's Lakshay's height and he's on defense, he has enough chance to get the ball. Lakshay's going to do what to me if he's that height? There you go. Oh, I can't even get the ball. I'm a foot and a half taller than him, okay?
Yeah. And last thing, and we'll end off here, unless Rajiv has anything else, but basically, also one thing you want to know is that rebounding is considered super boring, and it is. And it's considered dirty work and not something somebody wants to do, and that's how I thought of it. But now I realized that if I want the ball, I'm going to go rebound. Right? Because if you're I don't get the ball enough, maybe your teammates don't pass it to you. That happened to me. Or maybe they're too busy trying to get their own shot. Guess what? I have the ball now. I get to decide what I'm going to do with it. Okay, so if you want the ball and you're I don't want to do this dirty work, this is how you get the ball. Oh, I have the ball now. Okay, I can go up the court with it. So don't think of rebounding as dirty work. Think of it as a way that you're able to get the ball that depends on you and not somebody else. Perfect. Also, same thing if you feel like you don't get enough playing time. If you're starting to box people out and boxing them out, our coach used to say box them out to the bleachers, right? If you're backing up and they're not literally, but close to literally. If they're getting close to the bleachers or they're getting out of bounds, yeah, you're going to get left in the game. Coach is going to realize this guy knows what he's doing, which is important, right? A lot of people can play basketball, but not a lot of people know basketball. That's for sure, because at the end of the day, if he sees you're boxing him out so much, it's going to be super apparent, and he's going to leave you in because he's I know he's trying. It's not a doubt in my mind. I know he's trying.
And a lot of the time also when you're boxing out, just to mention, Lakshay, if the ball's right here Lexi, try to get the ball over me. If I'm that's a over the back foul. You're actually gonna get a foul, and then your team is gonna be able to start with a dead ball on the sideways or backside out of bounds.
Yeah, so I just fouled Raji by doing that. So that's a good way to also draw someone fouls. So they already have 4 fouls, and then they get their 5th that way. Now they're out of the game, right? That's also a good way to draw fouls.
Okay, I think that's all we have for Rebounding 101. We'll see you in the next one. Have a great day. Peace out.